Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Animal Allies, and today we're done with exploring for now. I never found another stiffer egg, but we're going to be building like a crap ton today. But before that, I want to show you some of the work I've been doing in between episodes. Now you saw me build the shepherd's house, and we've got two. I did move the one out of the basement up here, and we've got the wool farm working to get all of our stuff for trades. I just cleared this out recently. And so that's working. But what the big thing that I was working on, he's not out here, was leveling up this guy. Because librarians, once they reach a certain level, sell name tags. So I was selling a crap ton of books and stuff to this guy, and ink sacks, which is the other thing I needed ink sacks for. I forgot until I started doing this. To level this guy up to a master to be able to buy name tags off of him, which means I now have 9 name tags to use in naming the existing pets that with names, but also 2 new pet names that we're going to be using, because we did have a comment come in from a viewer who reminded me, because I made a comment about the Weeping Angels from Doctor Who, and freaking there's a whole wide range of names that I can take from Doctor Who that I haven't even thought of. So we're going to be naming 2 new pets from that, but also we need to name just the pre-existing pets that we already have. So that's going to be a thing I'm going to be doing off camera, is not naming pets off camera. I'm going to be just gathering a bunch of emeralds to trade for name tags, because there's still 20 emeralds apiece. What I really need to do is infect and cure a lot of them to get better deals, but that's a lot of work and I don't really want to do it. So that happened. But the other thing is downstairs. So there was a thing that I worked on in between episodes as well, which was an area map. Now, we've kind of stayed in this area mostly, but I plan on extending the animal pens in this direction, and I've actually mapped out a bit of what I plan on doing eventually. So I'll have the panda and llamas over near the frogs. Oh, pandas, llamas, and sniffers over near the frogs. I've got a bridge on the map as well that I plan on doing at some point. It would make my life so much easier to have a bridge done, but that's a lot of building that I don't want to touch. And where I'm going to put the parrots, as well as the camels and armadillos when we get there. I want to do the llama enclosure first, as well as the tunnel. I think we're going to start with the tunnel that I plan on doing, which isn't on the map. So first, we're going to have to go show you guys that. So over here, because it gets a little bit like ridiculous. Now, I'll have a path up to here at one point to get to the bridge over there, but otherwise it's really kind of difficult to get over this terrain to reach the other animal pens that I plan on putting over here. I want to do a tunnel through this little hill here. So do I know what it's going to look like? No, this is one thing I'm gonna like freehand. Hopefully I can match it up somewhere in between, but I think that's what we're going to start with. Then get the llama pen just so those guys don't die, because we had another pillager raid recently that kind of scared me. And then I think I might do... This is where the axolotl and turtles are gonna go. And then we also have the aquarium. that is gonna go, I want to put it in this hill, like right here, with like a hole kind of like viewing it, but that in and of itself, I need more materials for, because I want to get some coral, and I did go exploring on my own, like in between episodes, and headed out forever in that direction, but, yeah, found literally nothing. Could never find another, warm or lukewarm ocean, because I was trying to find more ruins for sniffer eggs, and found nothing. Did find a dark oak forest, so that was beneficial, but, otherwise, I found nothing I was actually looking for. So that's disappointing, but that's a thing that I want to look for to make this, make it in its full potential of what I want it to look like. So we might hold off on that, especially because I can't put fish in there, or I don't want to put fish in there until we name them. So we need like a crap ton of fish names, because I think I collected like 15 fish or something. Oh, that's gonna be a lot, but for now, let's just start on this tunnel before I get distracted. Okay, so that's finished. I didn't do too heavy of a job on it, like texturing I did a bit of, but I didn't want it to be too complicated. It's more just to get through here easily, to the other side. Now, we do the llamas. That's gonna be the next big thing, which will go up here. So I just checked, and we need 162 oak leaves. Now, I had more than I thought I did. Let me shove a bunch of this stuff, because I don't need it. But still not enough. So we're gonna have to go mining for some leaves. And basically, I think I'm gonna head towards the spruce forest again, because we're gonna need a lot more spruce. I need to make a tree farm, like, so bad, like, so badly. But hopefully we'll get that done in one material gathering thing, and we can finish this one off, because I think the next one, I'm only gonna do 2 this episode, but I want to do this llama one to move them and make sure they're safe, and then I do want to do the axolotl and turtle pen, because it's gonna look so cool. So we just need to get stuff for it. Okay, I should have enough, hopefully at least for the llamas, but the leaves were actually pretty quick to gather. I forget how much, like, a singular tree holds. But we've got that now, so we can start just simply building up the walls, and then I have to craft a bunch of stuff for the rest, but it shouldn't be that difficult to get into a time lapse. So, this is pretty much done except the entrance, which I'll probably work on later, but we've got a nice little pen for them. Hopefully it should be enclosed enough to not cause any issues. The reason I went full leaves for the walls is because I was like debating on what to do, and I knew I needed it too high at the very least so pillagers or nothing could kill them. And I wasn't sure what to do, and any variation of leaves and walls that I did, they could get out of anyway. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna make it leaves and then do like a different bit of an entrance, but make sure they have like shelter once it rains. But we got a little pond and a little rock because there is eventually I might get, I believe there's some brown coated llamas over in my like exploring direction. I've seen them before, but it would just take a bit to get them back. So first, we need to take them to their new home. I just realized these. I forget when we got them. They kind of just showed up because their own, like, well, not these specifically, the two that we had previously, showed up just because their owner died. Like, the traveling villager that they were with, kind of just was killed. So, they were left behind, and I'm like, sure, okay. Look at them. Adorable. So, they have now been introduced into their new home. Here we go, guys. I wasn't sure they would be able to get through the gate, so I wanted to leave it till last. But, oh. And now you don't have a threat of dying. Hopefully, you can't get out. Okay, I'll leave you guys to it. You guys are so cute. I'm not sure, actually. I haven't tamed these guys. That would have been helpful. Oh, hi. Let me do that real quick. And I can change their, like, carpets. Like, because they currently have just, like, the normal blue trading llama garb, but we can change that if we want later. For now, I'll leave it, but we've got our llamas in their new home. Now, okay, I'm gonna take a pit stop and we're gonna start naming cats. I think I'm gonna hold off. Was gonna do this in the beginning of the episode before I started building, but now we have to do it now. Naming not only animals that don't have name tags yet, that have been named previously, but also naming the 2 new names we're going to give them today. I don't think any of the dogs have been named. I need to clear out my inventory and then use a bunch of my levels first. So let's do that, and I'll come back when I have everything set up. Okay, so we've got all of our name tags prepared, and the first one a new name that we're gonna introduce is one of the dogs, and we have Laska, and our other one over here is going to be K9, which is the Doctor Who one, and I did think one of the Doctor Who ones, we're gonna have 2. I did think about naming, or like what color I wanted his collar to be, because technically, like, obviously K9 in the show doesn't have a collar, but he has the red, like, his, like, eyes type of thing. So I thought of leaving it red, but I inevitably I was like, I have to do it TARDIS blue. I feel like that just fits. So we have K9 with a blue collar. Now, we do have, like, one new name, but the rest of them are names you already know. I have 4 name tags left, and for the most part, I think I'm gonna leave all of the horses unnamed for now, because they're pretty contained. I want to save my name tags for... I mean, we have a better supply of them now, but I still would like to keep them handy. Anyway, so first, I should introduce you. We have 2 new breeds. So we've got a tabby and then the white cat. now up here, so even more pets to name. But first, let's get Callisto's name tag on him. He's been waiting for that for a long time. And then we have Cecile's collar, Cecile. Okay, I wasn't sure if I dyed her collar, but it's a little magenta now. So Cecile has a name, and then there's Malware, our last one. But we've got one more cat to name, because I'm gonna name it our other Doctor Who name, and that's gonna be Blink. Now, it's very obscure. Pretty, like, it's got to do with the Weeping Angels, the Don't Blink whole ordeal, and I thought it was kind of just a cute name for a little cat, so I was thinking of what cat to be named that. We've got our two, orange cats are Penelope and Spork. We've got Malware, I believe that's a jelly cat, Callisto, the tabby, the white cat, and then the Siamese. But I either wanted to do a black cat, wait for a black cat, or it's gonna be the pure white or the tuxedo, and I can't decide. I think I'm gonna do tuxedo because I want to do a white collar for Blink. So Blink is gonna be our tuxedo cat with a white collar. Now that's everybody we're gonna name today, but keep leaving name suggestions. On the last episode, I put a comment out of all the freaking animals we need to name, and it's a lot of them. It's a lot, and it keeps growing, because I know foxes are nearby, and I haven't got them yet, because it would take, it's just another thing to be like, put in a pen, pending their enclosure being built, so I felt bad. So I was like, I'll just wait until I have more of a grasp on the current animals we have. But for now, that's done, which I forgot about. Now we have to go to the axolotl and turtle pen, which it shouldn't take that long. It's not a lot of materials. It's more terraforming than anything. So I guess that's what we're gonna do next. On to the time lapse. So that is the axolotl and turtle pen finished. Now, I'm not quite happy with how small this area is, because I wanted some more like flat land for the turtles to wander onto. For the most part, the axolotls are going to stay in the water. But I think it's a good start. I might, because the aquarium's going to be in that corner, I might go back and dig back into here a bit, into the mountain some, or into the hill some. But you also saw probably that I did a little grotto. So technically, the axolotls and the turtles will have their own sections. Obviously, they're probably going to mingle, but I thought it was kind of a cute little separation. Also, I put the spore blossom up here, but I wanted the particles in here, but they go out here, and I love that. It just adds something into this area that's really cute. Oh, and the other thing I forgot, I didn't show you, but you might have been seeing me doing the lighting for this area is glowstone covered with moss carpet, and I've also been texturing the ground a bit with moss. That's something I've done throughout the whole, well, you might have saw at the beginning of this video that I started texturing with moss just in the area, and this started because of the stable has a moss roof, and it was kind of like really blocky, like it was a hard line, so I started texturing out a little bit to make it blend in a bit more, and then ended up just texturing everywhere. So everywhere has moss now, but the new thing is I just went in after I finished that time lapse. I went in and replaced all of the torches in the area with glowstone embedded in the ground, which I think is just kind of like, I don't know, it makes it look really nice. I've kept all the torches on buildings and stuff, like I'm not too worried about that. But otherwise, I have it kind of like this, and I'm not done. I ended up running out of glowstone, so that's going to be something I'll probably work on just gradually, and I didn't touch at all the village. So, I mean, it'll happen gradually as I expand as well, because I haven't done any over there in the animal section. But I think that'll be it for today's episode. I honestly, this place is looking so good and coming together so well. I was surprised to see like some of my own abilities in making like builds and stuff, but I'm really pleased with how this is turning out. And of course, we're far from finished, but it's turning out great. Anyway, please remember to put names in the comments for all of the pets. As I said previously, we're growing so much. Now I need a bunch of fish names, because that's going to be the big next step. Honestly, the ones that are in desperate need now are fish, axolotl, and turtles. I want to place those down next episode. I think I plan on doing the aquarium in between episodes, maybe. We'll see. But otherwise, that's going to be the end of today's episode, and I'll see you in the next one.